What's up, everybody? And welcome back to my favorite thing to record every week. It's the weekly walkthrough. Sadly, on a different day this week, Dunks was feeling a little under the weather on Monday. I mean, we're back today, boys. All right, we're
You
back.
told me you weren't sick.
Yeah, Monday I was feeling a little under the weather. I don't know about sick, but a little under the weather. But now we're back. Return
That's
of
what
the
sick
Dunks. What?
means.
Damn.
Some
Coach
bad connections.
Coach Haas cut out a little bit there. Pretty sure he's probably ripping on me. People pretty good at that around the Carthage football streets. But boys, how y'all doing tonight? Bryce, I'll start with you. Notice you got that Tampa Bay Buccaneers hoodie on. Prayers up to everybody in Florida. I know we got a lot of guys on the team from there around the area. And family members obviously in and around that area. So prayers up to everybody down there. But Bryce, how you doing?
Doing good, Dunks. How are you?
Just living life, and very happy that my team came out with the win on Sunday, even though it was an ugly one, and we maybe didn't play our best football.
If you want to be happy with that, Dunks, then you go ahead and be happy with it. We're playing with like our Walmart employees at wide receiver, so that's almost getting the win. I don't know if you want to be happy with that, Dunks.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, I'll take a dub as a dub. You know what I mean? But Gibby, how are you doing, man? I think this is your first time making an appearance on one of these. So how you feeling about that?
Feeling good, Dunks. I'm excited to finally get on. I've heard a lot about this podcast, and I'm ready for a good show.
There you go. Steve Marquette in the building. One of the biggest fans of the walkthrough, along with the Lowe family. Shout out. And then ankle weights, man. Eric Ankovich. He's our starting kicker, currently a freshman. Ankle weights, how you doing tonight, man?
Good. How are you, Dunks?
Doing solid. Ready to jump into this thing. But ankle weights, I want to start with you. How did you get the nickname?
One sec.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Fired up.
I got it in fourth grade. My coach in fourth grade didn't know how to pronounce my last name, and that's how he said it, and it's stuck with me ever since.
Fourth grade.
Yep.
So, like, for you, like, growing up, was that something, like, all your friends called you? Or is that just something that, like, a certain group of people called you throughout the years?
I mean, for the most part, it was like a lot of the kids on the football team that I used to play with.
Yeah.
But as, like, I got into high school, and now, I really only get called ankle weights. Like, I have some of our teammates don't even know me as Eric anymore. They just know me as ankle weights.
Yeah, shout out Bryce and Lowe. Bryce, as a man that calls me many different things on the football field, obviously you're from the Tampa area. So what has the adjustment been like for you, like weather-wise, with practicing in this cold, frigid weather?
It sucks.
Obviously last year and getting up into this year.
It sucks. It's so cold. I mean, it's 40 degrees at practice this morning. It's only September, so just going downhill weather-wise.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna get worse. This is like the prelude per se to what we're about to endure or anticipate. But Gibson, let me ask you, man. So you're a guy that obviously from Johnsburg, know a lot of people down there. A lot of people from there came here. So how did you end up making your way to Carthage College?
So originally, I started off at Concordia, Wisconsin. I was going to go play football and basketball over there, and didn't really work out over there. I knew of Carthage from multiple people, like you said, multiple people that went here. I knew the quarterback at the time, and heard nothing but good things about it. And eventually found my way here, and I'm happy I'm here.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say you made the right choice there, Gibson.
Thanks.
Happy to have you on the team and around the program.
Yeah.
Bryce, I gotta ask you though, man. So, what's your favorite part of practice? And like I get you don't have to say play catch with dunks. It's okay. Like I'm not gonna get offended. Although, like, it's one of my favorite parts. But what is your favorite part of practice?
The only reason why I'm not gonna say play catch with dunks is you don't really catch the ball when we play catch. So it's kind of just like Bryce throws the dunks and dunks attempts to catch it. But I mean, other than that, probably like the end of practice, just messing around with you during special teams. Just asking you what you had for breakfast because it's usually on your shirt and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. You got them jokes, Bryce. It's okay. Here's the thing, Bryce. All right, you hear me? Here is the thing that you have to understand is that I always look at that because I'm very worried about like my appearance. That's something that I take into account. So like if I actually had something on my shirt, I would be grateful that you told me about it. But instead, you try and mess with me about it. You try and, take a little bit of advantage about me. And, tonight we literally washed this shirt, dried the shirt, and then put it on 5 minutes before the show. So you didn't have that angle.
Crazy.
So,
there you go.
Boom, mic drop. How you doing? Coach Haas is back. Let's see if we can hear him. Coach, we got you. I don't think so. This is
Well, so you got to fix the connection out by you, man.
Yeah, like I don't have. Well, I don't have control over that. Silver Lake. They're
What's better, Silver Lake or where you live? Paddock Lake.
I mean, it kind of depends. Like Silver Lake, obviously, you got a lot more restaurants where you can go to. But like Paddock, like much more quieter. So that's really the only difference. Coach Haas is lagging bad. We'll try and reconnect him hopefully. But Ankleways, let me ask you, man. You're a freshman, so what's kind of the transition to the team been like for you?
It's a lot different because now it's a lot different now because I have a lot more like on my schedule than I did in high school. But the one thing I would say is that I have a lot more time to focus on just kicking because I had to help a lot with like helping with the defense and the offense when I was in high school. So like this now I have a lot more time to just work on like my kicking and my punting and all of that.
I feel you. Now, in high school, were you a kicker and punter as well, or
yeah,
positions or?
I played soccer in high school, so I couldn't play a position on the field.
There you go. Yeah, I got a friend of mine. Actually, Kelsey. She played soccer and kicked for us, so that was really cool. That we were able to get her on the team, and she actually hit like a 42-yarder in a game. It was freaking wild. I lost my voice that night, so you guys know I'm one loud dude. But Gibby, what about you, man? For practice, what's your favorite thing to do during practice? Kind of the go-to.
I'd say definitely one of our team sessions. I mean, it's fun to go against our other guys and get competitive and hear you scream like a little girl on the sideline. It's fun to hear.
Damn, I'm just getting ripped on. That tends to happen in practice and in the office. Coach Haas, we got you now.
I'm trying my best, Dunks. I don't know how you guys live out here in the county with no internet.
Yeah, well, the county service ain't bad, ain't great. So But now that we got you back and on the cell service, I'll toss a question your way. Coach Haas, Elmhurst this week. How you feeling going into that game after watching the film, game planning kind of throughout the week so far?
I think we got a good plan, man. I love what we got on paper. I love the way we executed this week in practice. Today was a pretty crisp day. It was clean. It was efficient. I mean, you were out there. I know you were sick, so your nose was plugged, your ears were plugged, your eyes were probably a little watery. But the guys executed today. They had some good energy. We did a lot of good things. So I'm excited to kind of clean it up tomorrow, finish it Friday, and see how it goes Saturday.
There you go. Well, the goal is to go 1-0 each week. And, obviously, sounds like you guys have a great opportunity to do so. Now, Bryce, I'm going to ask you, man, homecoming was this weekend. Take me through kind of what you thought the atmosphere was like. Stands were pretty packed, a lot going on. What were your overall thoughts on the homecoming game?
Well, it was definitely cool to run out and see all the fans in the stands. So it's always cool to have that support while you're playing. But I mean, it's always a good atmosphere when it's a home game.
What about you, Gibson? Same feeling or different?
Yeah, same feeling. I mean, we had a good amount of people there. It was a good atmosphere. We did play pretty well in the first few quarters, but sadly we couldn't get it done. But it's still a great time.
Yeah, hey, you win some, you lose some. You got to bounce back next week, and sounds like you guys got a good opportunity to bounce back against Elmhurst this week. But Anklewitz, what about you, man? Because you're a freshman, so you've never really been there on homecoming. So what were your overall thoughts on that experience?
I thought it was really cool that everybody on the whole campus came to watch us play football. It was just it was really cool for the first time being here.
That's awesome, man. And yeah, homecoming is great. I remember back in high school and even now, it's crazy how many alma mater or alumni come back there, and the amount of people that you see from previous years is just terrific. Coach Haas, what about you? What'd you think of seeing a lot of familiar faces this weekend at homecoming? Okay, Coach Haas is not connected. It's okay though, because guys, we got obviously a ton more questions here. So Bryce, let me ask you. You were obviously a freshman. We did afternoon kind of football in the afternoon, classes in the morning. This year we flipped that. Just take me through kind of that for you. How's that adjustment been? Do you like the morning more? Do you like the afternoon more? What are your overall thoughts?
Well, I'm a morning person, so I like the morning practices. Once I'm up, I'm good with it. Obviously, getting up is a little tough, but you're good enough to play football, so I mean that's always nice too. But I like it better, just knowing that you have the football stuff done. Especially, I think some of the guys like it because they don't have to go to school and then try to switch out of that mindset to come to practice. So now, they can just wake up and just focus on football. So I mean, I personally like it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're a morning person, Bryce. A lot of college students are not morning people.
Yeah, I like the mornings. Are you a morning person, Dunks?
I am. I'm a big morning person. It's actually funny now that we've started waking up kind of every day around that 3:50, 4 o'clock. On the weekends now, I'm starting to wake up at 4 o'clock because my body's trained to do that, which is obviously nice. Makes it a lot easier to wake up and get my day started. But Gibby, what about you? Obviously, you're a senior here. You've been in the program for a little bit. How's that transition been for you?
I mean, I enjoy it. Like Bryce said, it helps you kind of just stay in that football mindset. Going last year, going through your whole school day and then kind of being a drag and then have practice was kind of tough to really lock in for just be 100% for football. So
right.
I enjoy it. And then once we're done after practice, we're free for the rest of the day. And that's something that it's nice to have a lot of free time.
Anklewitz, what about you? Do you like the AM vibes?
Yeah, I do. I don't like waking up early, but It definitely helps. You definitely get used to it, and it definitely helps because once you're done with football, then it's just a huge like weight lifted off your shoulder.
I got you. Gibby, I'll start with you on this one. What are some challenges of being a student athlete?
I'd say the main challenge is having time management for football, for school, relationships, whatever it is. I know a lot of freshmen coming in as a freshman. My freshman year, that's something I struggled with, but now by the time I'm a senior, I feel like I have it pretty well figured out.
Bryce, what about you?
Probably like the same thing because like you got to watch film, so like you know what the other team's doing, but you also have to get your assignments done. So it's probably just trying to find that balance to still kind of have like their personal time along with all that stuff.
Ankleways?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different than high school, but just getting used to like the time management and all that. You have a lot more time to yourself, and being able to manage that. I'm getting a lot better as the weeks go by.
Yeah, I hear you on that. That's for sure. I think one of the big things for you guys that I notice is like, you got to stay on top of stuff. Like right now, I'm currently 2 days ahead on all my homework because that's something that like just it makes my life so much easier. Um, Now, Bryce, you are a quarterback, and so like when you are playing, obviously your position, you have to control a whole lot of things from the offensive line, make sure the wide receivers running the right route, running backs, all that good stuff. So, what's one thing that you would say kind of helps you out on the football field? Just kind of settle in and understand what you're doing on each particular play.
It's probably not like during during the game. It's probably like the days leading up to like in practice, like the watching the film and like getting the reps because like if I know what the defense is doing and like I know our guys know what we're doing, it's like kind of less stuff I have to quote unquote manage, like you were saying. But I don't know. I would say that it's just kind of like taking a deep breath and just kind of staying calm while all that stuff is going on.
Now, Bryce, did you think that was a good question? I used a couple big words in there
I know. I mean, I saw you reading off of it. I didn't think that just popped off your head, but I did think it was a good question, Dunkel.
Hey, man, it's always good to have some questions over here to keep you on task and on track. Like a
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, Bryce, I do good at something or another.
Too hard on yourself, Dunks.
Dunks, you do great at a lot.
Yeah, just because we mess with you doesn't mean you don't do good.
One thing I got to do is catch the ball better. If I can catch the ball better, we'll be fine. Coach Haas, you back? Can he hear me, Coach? Dude, this whole Alvin County thing is really sucking right now, but it's the county. What can you expect? Ankle-wise, question for you: what's the longest field goal that you have ever kicked?
In a game, 40 yards, but in practice, I've hit a 63-yarder before.
Holy shit!
Whoa,
PG, dog.
PG, dude.
PG.
My bad.
What about the kids watching at home?
No, we all right. Crap! Holy crap! Was that so? High school, college? When did you kick this 63-yard field goal?
I did it in high school last year, right before the season started.
So now, when you're trying to kick a long field goal like that, do you have to do you go by 5 yards, kind of like out, or do you go by 10, or like how do you get up to that? Because you can't obviously just walk on a football field and drill a 63-yarder unless you're like Justin Tucker, which I don't even know how he does that.
I try to think I'm like that, but what's it called? I start relatively far, so I have the most like power at the beginning. and then I like to move my way up and work on the shorter stuff so that I'm able to have a balance in my game.
I like that. And that now for you, like to get your leg warm, how many kicks do you think you need to do?
Well, hopefully, when it's a good day, I shouldn't have to warm up. Really, I should just, if I'm feeling good, I just get on the field and I just kick the football.
That's cool, ankle weights. I wish I could just get on the football field and kick a football, but I cannot. And nor will I be trying. Okay. So for all you people watching, I'm not doing it. Gibson, for you, what's your favorite route to run in the offense?
I mean, there's so many great routes we got, but I think if I had to pick one, I'd say whatever one gets me the ball.
Good answer. I like that route too.
That's a really good answer.
Whatever route puts up points on the board.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, boys. So someone threw this out to me earlier today, and we're gonna give it a try. So obviously, I ask a majority of the questions, whatever. But I'm giving you guys an opportunity to ask me one question. It can be anything you want to know about me, football related, life related, whatever. You guys get to ask me one question tonight. Bryce, what's your question, man?
All right, I'll put a little backstory to this question. So, for everyone that doesn't know, Dunks is the king of hot takes. And I mean, he throws some very hot and bold takes out there. So, Dunks, I'm going to ask you, what is your craziest bold take that you've ever said?
Oh, man.
He's got so many. He's thinking.
That's a tough. I've thrown a lot of them out there. I would probably say the boldest one had to have been in the office. Coach P was practicing his golf swing, and I said that I could drive the ball 275 yards.
Get out of here, Dunks. There's no way.
Which I'll say this: on a good day, I could probably drive it 200 on a good day. Now, it might slice really far right, really far left. I've been working on getting it down the middle. It's getting a little better. But I think that's probably has to be the boldest, hottest take that I've ever thrown out there.
Do you take it back now?
Pretty bold.
Yeah, I would.
I thought you were gonna say like that Ohio State was gonna be Michigan last year because that was pretty bold. I mean, clearly that didn't happen.
See, Bryce, here's what you got to remember, though, is that week of that game, I straight up said to you, like, this is going to be a lot closer of a game than people think. Like, a lot of people were picking Ohio State to win by 14.
I thought Michigan was going to win by like 50, but they only ended up winning by a couple touchdowns.
And I said this game going to be close. Michigan has a good chance of winning. At the time, I'm like, okay, Ohio State has been good against the run. Michigan's really good running the ball. And so, yeah, like, I don't think that was such a hot take. Michigan, obviously, they're a great football team and great football program. But, they'll come back down to earth this year. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. All right.
But, Gibson, what about you, man? What's your question?
I'll ask, I'll say this. What is your top 3 favorite places to eat? And it could be like back home in Paddock Lake or in Kenosha. Like, what are your favorite, like if someone from like out of state comes here and you got to recommend 3 places, what 3 places are you recommending?
Well, I think number 1 takes me to right down the road from my house, 75th Street Inn. That place is very good. I actually know the owners. One of my friends is really close with the owners. So, like, we know a good amount of people there, which makes it even special because, like, when you walk in there, you have someone to talk to. Like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, all that good stuff. And also, they got great food. Number 2, I would say Mason's Eatery they provide the breakfast burritos for us on home game days. I love that place for a good breakfast spot, and obviously they support Carthage football. So, if you support the Firebirds, I'm going to support you. You know what I'm saying? But and then number 3, oof, this is tough because like you got a lot of good restaurants around here, but I'm going to say Kaiser's Pizza, man. I know the service is a little slow, but they got some bomb pizza, dude. Like, let me tell you, like that would be my top 3. Yeah, I've been to all 3 of those places within the last 2 weeks. So,
One more question: if you were to bring a girl on a date, Dunk, because we all know Dunk's a ladies' man. What
yeah.
place are you taking her?
It's a good question. We gotta take notes. Take notes, ankle weights.
all right, so like you talking about a dinner date, movie date, like any kind of date?
She just says, Donks, just take me to one of your favorite places. Where are you going to take her? Are you taking her to one of those 3 places, or are you going to take her somewhere, a little bit more fancy?
Ooh.
He's thinking hard.
Ooh.
Have you ever had to do this, Dunks?
No. So this is why this is really difficult.
This is a great question. So you know
you're
what
going to
to
need
do.
this.
I would probably say somewhere a little more fancier.
Like
We
McDonald's?
out in Lake Geneva, man. We got the Grand Geneva. That place.
Take her
They
out there.
got a good steak out there.
Oh, you're going to spoil her.
Yeah.
It's a first date, Dunks. You can't spoil her on the first date.
No, you got to. Because here's the thing.
Okay. So here's the thing. If any girls are watching right now, they could go and get steak with you.
Yeah.
Dunks, if there's a good steak out there, I'll be your
you-
girlfriend for the night. Go get
Yeah.
as long as you buy me some good steak, Dunks. I'll go out.
Yeah.
I'll go have a nice steak dinner with you.
Okay. Well, this is a bad idea because I knew you guys were gonna throw relationship stuff in here. And interesting fact about me, like, I focus on football right now. Like, I'm not trying to get involved with any relationship type deal. So,
Makes sense.
that's how I feel. But Gibby, man, 2 questions. All right, Ankleites, what do you want to ask me?
What's your go-to game day song?
All right, so I did one of these 2 episodes ago, so I'll do a different song in case people are watching this one back because a lot of people watch these in their entirety. Favorite game day song, "Going Bad" by Drake and Meek Mill. I know every word of that song, by the way.
What
I'm not singing.
What was the first song? What was the song you had before?
Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, Dunks. You're a dog.
What you
You're
like
a dog.
Nipsey? You like Nipsey?
Yeah, Nipsey's good.
Yeah.
Blue Laces 2.
That's
Dunks,
fact.
you gotta look up Blue Laces 2 and play that one before a game.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna be locked in.
I'm gonna write that down, Gibby. I got my sticky notes right here, boys.
Mm-hmm.
A good podcast always has them. My dad's currently calling me. That's kind of interesting.
Let's get him on the show, Dunks.
Yeah.
No. All right.
You could have a family podcast night. Dunks, can you do that? So, whoa.
Hello.
Put him on speaker.
I'm in the middle of a podcast. What's going on? All right, bye.
Hey, dude.
Coach Haas, man. My dad out here interrupting the podcast. Not ideal.
What do you have to say?
He was giving me crap because he said, why do you have your green screen looking like it's a white light in the background? Like, put it something more manly. That's what he told me.
All right. I'm glad he's giving you a hard time.
Yeah. Coach Haas, so one of the players suggested this to me, and I want to give you a chance to ask me this. So one of the guys suggested that since I ask you guys all the questions every week, that I should let you guys ask a question. And the other 3 guys have asked. So what is your question that you would like to ask me? It can be about anything you want.
How's your diet going?
It's going okay. I've lost a couple pounds.
Am I allowed in the grass?
Yeah. Last time we weighed, you had lost like 6 pounds. Are we still on that track?
Yeah, we're still working on it, Coach. You know, cut back soda, cut back some sugar. That's what we got to do. You know.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm all in on that one. I'm causing quite the traffic jam here, sitting in the Chevrolet parking lot in Paddock Lake. You know what I'm talking about, right down by the baseball field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just parked right in the middle of the entrance, and it seems to be bothering a lot of people.
Well, Coach Haas, you tell them that you're the dog, you're the big dog, you're the dude, and I'm gonna park where I want to park.
I'm losing.
What?
Oh man! Can you hear me again? I'm going in and out.
Yeah, I got you. So you're like right across the street from me, basically.
Yeah. And
Dunks, you don't tell him we can't hear him? You don't tell him we can't hear him? Yeah.
Yeah. Coach, we can't hear you now. Coach, we can't hear you now. This is crazy. This is crazy. But hey, I'm good with it. So give the blue laces Nipsey Hussle.
I'm sorry. It was very laggy. I couldn't hear. What was the question, Dunks?
Hold on.
Oh, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you at, Coach? Central?
Yeah, man. I'm out at
yeah.
your alma mater. I'm getting my oldest from football practice. Oh, hey, Damon. Say hi to the podcast.
Hi.
What's up?
What's up, Damon?
Where's Ty?
I think he's putting the bags away.
We got a little football practice pickup.
Hell yeah.
We do
Love
football
that.
morning, noon, and night in my house, Dunks.
Well, that's good. That's good, Coach Haas. So, like for you, like, you know, obviously football morning to night. Do you ever get tired of football, Coach Haas?
I don't, Dunks. I don't. I really, really enjoy football. I don't. It's a disease. I've been cursed with it. I like watching it. I like coaching it. I like being around it. It's just something about it, man. It just grabs you by the heartstrings, you know?
I love that. That might be our daily quote tomorrow.
Come on.
I would put that,
PG, come on.
as a daily quote.
What's the daily quote?
What you just said. That's
Well,
the
I
daily
can't
quote.
put myself as a daily quote, Dunks. I got to put somebody else as a quote.
I don't know, man.
Dunks, just say
They hear enough of me. I got to get them to hear somebody else.
All right.
Yes, I know.
Hey, Dunks, are you going to be at the team meeting tomorrow morning?
I am.
You want to do daily affirmations tomorrow?
Sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You can't take a long time though.
All right. What's my limit?
You got 2.5 minute limit.
Okay. I can do that. I can do that for sure. Boys, thank you for hopping on. I appreciate you guys. Bryce, I know you got a paper to work on. Gibby, I know you got some homework.
Hold on. Somebody wants to say hi.
What up, Dunks?
Yo, Zach Hale, what's good, bro? Zach Hale back on the field today. That was a great sight to see. But boys, I appreciate y'all. Coach Haas, drive home safely. Don't be like me and hit a deer or something like that. Whatever you were gonna say. with the joke there. Bryce,
Dunks, if you can hear me, I can't understand a word you're saying.
yeah, makes sense. Bryce, thoughts and prayers to your family in Tampa.
Thank you, Dunkle.
Hope everybody down there is doing well. Shout out to the Lowe family. They are wonderful people. Boys, y'all have a great night, and thank you for tuning into the weekly walkthrough. We'll be back normal time next Monday, 6:30. Let's ride. I'm doing daily affirmations tomorrow. Who's excited? I am. Let's go.
I'm excited.
Hashtag Bryce Lowe content for the boys. Thank you, Gibson. Thank you, Anklewaits, Coach Haas, obviously, and the man himself, Bryce Lowe, even though he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan.
Thank you, Dunkle.
And Culver Shelley, the man, the myth, the legend. Have a good night, boys. Love y'all.
Love you,
See you,
Dunks.
Dunks. Love you too.